Some countries have quietly achieved something remarkable. Their suicide rates have dropped dramatically over the past 2 decades. From Eastern Europe to South Asia, the change is real. So which countries saw the biggest declines? Let's watch their data from 2001 to 2021. Rank 10, Slovenia. In 2001, the suicide rate was 41.4 per 100,000 people. By 2021, it dropped to 21.4. That's a 20.0-point decrease, or 48.3% lower. Let's take a look at how Slovenia changed. Rank 9, Hungary. In 2001, the suicide rate was 40.4 per 100,000 people. By 2021, it dropped to 19.0. That's a 21.4-point decrease, or 53% lower. Let's take a look at how Hungary changed. Rank 8. Ukraine. In 2001, the suicide rate was 53.1 per 100,000 people. By 2021, it dropped to 30.9. That's a 22.2-point decrease, or 41.9% lower. Let's explore Ukraine's progress. Rank 7. Estonia. In 2001, the suicide rate was 45.9 per 100,000 people. By 2021, it dropped to 20.4. That's a 25.4-point decrease, or 55.5% lower. Let's take a look at Estonia's progress. Rank 6, Latvia. In 2001, the suicide rate was 50.1 per 100,000 people. By 2021, it dropped to 22.1. That's a 28.0-point decrease, or 55.8% lower. Let's take a look at Latvia's change. Rank 5, Sri Lanka. In 2001, the suicide rate was 58.4 per 100,000 people. By 2021, it dropped to 23.6. That's a 34.8-point decrease, or 59.6% lower. Let's take a look at how Sri Lanka changed. Rank 4, Kazakhstan. In 2001, the suicide rate was 63.1 per 100,000 people. By 2021, it dropped to 26.2. That's a 36.9-point decrease, or 58.5% lower. Let's take a look at Kazakhstan's change. Rank 3, Belarus. In 2001, the suicide rate was 65.7 per 100,000 people. By 2021, it dropped to 22.1. That's a 43.6-point decrease, or 66.3% lower. Let's take a look how Belarus changed. Rank 2, Lithuania. In 2001, the suicide rate was 76.1 per 100,000 people. By 2021, it dropped to 28.8. That's a 47.3-point decrease, or 62.2% lower. Let's take a look how Lithuania changed. Finally, Rank 1, Russian Federation. In 2001, the suicide rate was 84.2 per 100,000 people. By 2021, it dropped to 31.6. That's a 52.6-point decrease, or 62.5% lower. Let's take a look how Russian Federation dramatically changed. Now that we've seen each country's story, let's compare all 10 together. Here's how suicide rates of these 10 countries dropped over time. Let's summarize. Some nations made major progress. Others still struggle. Mental health deserves global attention, now more than ever.